everyone, my name is Jennifer. I want to welcome you to my channel, and I'm going to jump right into this whole thing because I don't like long introductions. Alright, so first I want to jump into kind of the title of this video. If you watch her, what is her first name? I knew I was going to do this. Jekens. I think her channel is like Living with the Jekens or something like that. I just actually recently found her, and she just did a video called 20 Minutes of Hope with, I think the other young lady's name is Shanna. I should have probably made sure I remember this before I turned the camera on, but that's who I am, so I can hardly remember anything. Well, sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to link everything down below. You should totally check out that video. Check out both of their channels. I'm going to put all that information below because I definitely want to give them credit. And they may never see this video, but that's okay too. So, as I was saying, I just watched this video, 20 Minutes of Hope. And you should definitely go watch it and then come back and watch this. It was a video that has inspired me, and I am on fire right now. So, as you can all see, I have two other videos. I don't know if you've watched them. Not many people have. I have like 4 subscribers. I think 3 of them are me. Yeah. It's been a rough start. And I got in this rut being in recovery. I'm an addict in recovery. And I got in this rut and in this mind state of mind, which is completely abnormal, that, you know, everything has to be perfect. Like, I watch all these other YouTube videos, and they're all edited perfectly, and they're beautiful, and everyone's happy, and their makeup is on point, and their camera is great, and they're size 3, and I'll stop because, you know, why does it always like zoom in on my face when I turn it on? Lord, can we back up, please? I mean, I want to look at least somewhat presentable and skinny. Hold on. Oh, this might turn out bad. Oh well. Alright, so I fixed the camera the best that I could. My phone, I have this selfie stick from the dollar store, and it doesn't necessarily work the greatest. But you know what? Like I said, I'm gonna quit trying to have in my head the perfect setting and everything and just go with what's in here. Alright, so I'm not gonna tell my whole story today, because if I told you my whole story today, we might be here for a while. And I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know. Let's just get into it, okay? I'm Jennifer, as I said, and I'm in recovery. I've been in recovery now for October the 6th will be my 11th year in sobriety. And when I say that, I'm just like, holy cow. I think it's like 11. Yeah, this year will be the 11th year. What? Like, I can't even, it so blows my mind to think about it. Like, I've not put any mind-altering things in my body other than Suboxone, which I have followed by prescription. And that also was mentioned in that video. I know that my life is changing. Yes, I take Suboxone every day. 1 pill once a day. And eventually I want to come off of it, I think. But right now, I'm changing my life. And for me, it's not holding me back. Like Shanna said on this video that you should definitely make sure you watch, that has inspired this video. It's what's in here. And if you are doing the right things and your life is progressing and you're moving forward, then whether you're on Suboxone or methadone is your own choice. And I'm not even going to spend any more time on it because I am doing the right things today. You know, 11 years ago, if you would have told me and more than 11 years ago. My addiction, I would say, started when I was about, how old was I think I was like 21. I know I was 21. I think I was like, no, because my first daughter was born when I was 21, and then I was 23 when I had my second daughter. So I was like 23, 24, anyway, somewhere around in there. So I was using for a very long time. And I could never have imagined that I would get 11 years of not using. It still blows me away because, you know, I had to hit bottom a lot. Like, everybody says they hit a bottom. Well, I kept hitting the bottom and decorating the bottom and decorating it some more, putting a hole in the floor and hitting another bottom. You get my point? Okay. Because I had lost everything. Before I got clean, I had hit the bottoms, as said, so many times. I lost everything. I was in a very unhealthy relationship. I had lost custody of my children. I had no money. I had no car. I mean, all I had was me and a few sets of clothes. I was homeless, living underneath a bridge, and completely desperate. You know, and I thought that I would be in this relationship, which was horrible. I've never had a healthy relationship still. And that for me right now is okay because I'm working on me and my kids and still working on getting our life back. So to me, a relationship right now is okay. If it happens, it happens. Anyway, I know I might be jumping here and there, and I'm so on fire right now that I don't even know where to start. After watching that video, it really, truly inspired me. But, like I said, it inspired me to just say what's on my heart. Whether it's in order, whether it starts from my childhood and what happened there, or from when I was laying behind the dumpster homeless, sleeping underneath the bridge. I don't really have an order here. I'm just talking. Because if you're like me, you know exactly what I'm saying, no matter what part of the story I pick it up from. So, I used for forever. Now, I wanted to add really quick, I grew up in an alcoholic home. My father was an alcoholic, and he was very mean. I don't ever remember my father sober. Maybe once or twice. We moved around a lot. I moved from school to school to school. I think I went to like maybe 12, 13 different schools. I can't even remember, but it was a lot. I barely remember my childhood, actually. And I've been told through working in my recovery that, you know, if you're raised in an environment like I was that had abuse of mentally, physically, sexual, that a lot of it you block out, which is a really good thing sometimes. But I just remember him coming home drunk all the time, and he was really nasty. He was nasty to my mom, me. I'm the oldest of 3 sisters. And one of the incidents that I remember so vividly, and I think I might put this in my other video, but I don't remember. And I'm not going back to watch it. I'm being honest here. But anyway, we were trying to get away. He had come home one night in the trailer that we were living in at the time. Like I said, we moved a lot. At this time, we were in a little trailer. And he got pissed off about something. And I don't really remember why. But it didn't take much. He always came home drinking. So he was really hot this night. And he came home and he threw things around like normal and tore up the house. He tore all my trophies up that I had earned from dancing and stuff as a kid. And that really made me mad. I think that's why I remember it the most. Because he threw all his softball trophies and broke them. But he broke some stuff that was really important to me that now I can't share with my kids. But I've learned that I can share that with my kids. I don't have the trophies to show, but I have the stories and what's in here, and that's what's important, really. Anyway, he got mad, and long story short, he kicked us out of the trailer. He grabbed my little sister, and she was screaming for my mom. He wouldn't give her back. Finally, he did. And we jumped in the Suburban we had. It was a black and white Suburban. I'll never forget what it looked like. And we all jumped in there, and my mom's struggling to put the keys in the car and to start it. And he's pissed off now. Now he wants us to come back in because, he didn't have any idea what he was doing. And I realize that now. But anyway, he wanted us to get out, and we didn't. He put the chainsaw through the windshield of the front of the car. And anyway, we got away. It was fine. But that's kind of the environment I grew up in. And it wasn't always fun. It was chaotic. And I knew that the one thing in life was I never wanted to be like him. And the one thing that always was constant in my head as a kid was when I grow up, I don't want to be like him. I don't want to be like my father. Eventually my parents divorced and we moved in with my grandparents and I was like 18. And at that moment when I didn't feel like I had to be that rescuer for my sisters, my younger sisters, and my mom, and that protector, and that I could finally breathe, kind of, and be this kid, if that makes sense. I went nuts. I started rebelling. I was 18, mom couldn't do anything about it. And my life from that moment took some turns that weren't very good. However, I never used drugs or drink. I smoked weed one time, I think, but honestly, I had that in my mind that I didn't want to be like him. So that was like, as long as I didn't do that, I could rebel in other ways, as long as I didn't do any of that to make me what he was. Speed up the story a little bit. When I turned 19, I married my high school sweetheart, although I barely knew who he was. I met him in my 11th grade year of high school, and his name was, well, I don't know if I should put I don't know about that yet, so we'll call him, I don't know, just whatever. I married him, okay? He was in the military, and my senior year of high school, he went into Marine Corps. So he wasn't even there my whole senior year. I knew him my junior year. We dated, whatever. I barely knew the man, but I was in love. So when he came back, my senior year of high school, we got married, and I moved to Hawaii. And I said, well, move away, I'll be married to this guy, and I can play house and do whatever the hell I want. That was my mindset. So that's what I did. Had a little wedding, got to wear a dress, feel like a fairy tale for 5 minutes, got married, and moved to Hawaii. We were married for about a year when I got pregnant with our first child. And those little girls are the best thing that's ever happened to me. out of that whole situation. And I remember my mom, though, being really upset when I got pregnant. They came to visit us after us living there for about a year and a half, a little over a year. They were actually there for their visit, and I went to the doctor because I had an earring, and I found I was pregnant. And needless to say that my mom wasn't very happy. And you know, when you feel happy and excited about something, especially when I was excited to be pregnant. I was happy. I wanted. We were trying. And it was because my ex-husband at the time was abusive. I married my dad. Except he didn't drink, which made it worse. He didn't have to drink or use drugs to act the way he did. And the baby, to me, was like, I can have something that will be mine. And I can protect her and love her. And it will be great. She wasn't very happy about it. And I look back now and I think it's because we were playing house. And life was about to get real. And it did. Quick. But anyway, I never, used or anything in that time either. I was trying to be the best mom that I could. And I didn't want to be like him, remember? So I did whatever I could to protect her, to love her, and to take care of her. And to protect her from her father. I'm gonna cry. He was much like my father, except he didn't drink or do drugs. So that was okay, right? Because he was always sorry. And, well, long story short, after 3 years of being in Hawaii, we moved to Maryland, Fort Meade, and I had our second daughter. Because I thought the second baby was bound to make him change. Because we were going to have a white picket fence and 2 really cute kids, beautiful girls. And everything was going to be okay the second time. The second baby was sure to make a difference. I was wrong. And when my youngest was born, I still was trying to be the best mom possible. I was going crazy because my husband was giving you an example of what he was like. He broke my nose, threw me downstairs, just when I was pregnant. Anyway, so the second baby was going to help. That was my mindset again. Anyway, rolling up the footage a little bit here. When my youngest was about 2.5, and I got Lyme. You don't know what Lyme disease is. It's when a tick bites you, and it gives you Lyme, which makes you really sick. It makes me run a fever. My arm was in extreme pain. I thought I broke my arm. That's why I found out about it. It was like my arm hurt so bad, and I found out when we went to the emergency room that it's because it attacks your nerves and stuff, and it's crazy. I was really sick and in a lot of pain. The ER gave me Percocet, and that's where it all got started. The very moment that I took a Percocet for a legitimate reason. That's my story. I took it for a legitimate reason. I was in pain from Lyme. My mom and my grandma had came down to watch my children, so I didn't have to worry about it. I knew they were safe, and they weren't just looked at my a-hole husband. So I could relax. You see what I'm saying? The moment it hit my system, my life changed. In that moment, I could breathe. My husband could talk, and I didn't hear him. The kids could scream, and I loved them. And it didn't drive me crazy. That sounds bad. And I wasn't drinking. These were pills. They can't be that bad. Well, those pills changed the course of my life forever. That day, I fell in love with something that was going to be my new best friend. I had no idea what was in store for me. But I thought I had found the miracle pill. Little did I know it was going to take my life in a direction that I could have never, ever imagined. So, with that said, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and that tomorrow I will be recording the second half of this. And I still want to close all my videos like I close the other ones, and that is, you're not alone. There's hope. See you tomorrow.